Hi, if you've never seen my face before or you just started seeing my face on your recommended pages, my name is Lila. I'm a 25-year-old Hispanic American currently living in Texas who likes to post videos sometimes, and in honor of finally hitting 100 subscribers here on this platform, my first ever YouTube video will be a Q&A. So let's get started. First question of the day, who are you? Nobody important. I'm really not. I just posted one silly little video one time in 2018. It was my first video ever posting on TikTok. It blew up. I ended up in an advertisement. All my friends know about it. They make fun of me for it, and I'm just here now. Does your name mean anything? Is there a story behind it? So yes, actually there is a story behind my name, but it's not the kind of story that you guys would anticipate being behind a name. So actually a couple of years ago, I made the decision to change my name to something else from what I was originally born with, because I was being stalked online by a criminal. I will get into that story a completely different time, just so you guys know. If you know me by anything else, or you've seen me and you recognize me as somebody with a different name, I promise you we're not going crazy. My name is Lila. If you know me as anything else, forget that you know that name. What are some of your interests and hobbies? Everything, all of it, I want it now. I am the type of person that I like to dip my toes into everything that I see. Very much into media, so things like anime, movies, TV. I do want to get into cosplay eventually. I just have to sharpen up my sewing skills because they're not that great right now. Also, anything related to the music realm, whether it be regular music, live music, learning instruments, learning how to break down music, how to mix music, all of those things I'm interested in as well. And I'm sure that there's more stuff in the future that I will discover that I like to do or that I want to try to do. And that's just the fun of life, is weaving back and forth between different interests and finding things to do to fulfill yourself. Are you in school currently? No, I'm not in school currently, but I do intend on going back to school eventually so that I can learn live sound engineering and become the sound guy at concerts. I go to concerts all the time, might as well get paid for it. What were some of your favorite childhood TV shows and or movies? Okay, so this one's a good one because my favorite movie of all time growing up was The Labyrinth. It's a weird 80s movie. Some people have seen it, some people haven't. It's just kind of one of those things that's up in the air. Also on top of that, another weird 80s movie that I used to love as a child was Solar Babies. This one seems to be a little bit less known. It was a strange movie. TV shows. My favorite TV show growing up was going to be Avatar: The Last Airbender. Loved that series, and I still do, and I cannot wait for the new stuff to come out. What's your favorite color? Purple, obviously. It's the best color. Don't argue with me, argue with your mama. Do you prefer coffee, tea, or energy drinks when it comes to caffeine? I actually prefer soda. I'm a Dr. Pepper girly through and through. It's in my blood, it runs in my veins, okay? That is what I am, and that is who I know myself to be, right? But if we're being technical here, coffee. My friend recently got me into coffee, and now I cannot go back. I can't go back. Are you a cat person or a dog person? I'm both. I've had both all throughout my childhood. I've had dogs, I've had cats. I currently have a cat right now. His name is Artemis. I love him so much. But I've also had other animals like hamsters, turtles, things of the like. I would be open to more animals in the future when I have my own house and I don't have to pay a fee for each and every single one of them. Did you ever play any sports in school? So yes, for 3 years straight, I played tennis. How I managed to do it for 3 years in a row being as bad as I was, I do not know, and I will never know. I'm still really, really bad at it. It was fun while it was there because of the people that were in tennis, but yeah, no, I sucked at it, honestly. I don't know why they ever kept me in that class, but you know what? I got to avoid gym, so there's that. Do you cut and dye your own hair? Absolutely I do. I'm too cheap to go to a salon. What is this in this economy? And listen, full disclaimer right now, I do anticipate continuing to dye and cut my own hair, so sometimes I will look rough. I will look rough, and you're allowed to acknowledge it, but you're not allowed to bully me for it because I know what I've gotten myself into. Sometimes though, it'll look really fucking amazing and you are obligated to tell me that. How many tattoos and piercings do you have, and do you anticipate ever getting any more? So yes, I do currently have, I think it's 4 tattoos and 1 piercing, at least 1 facial piercing, and then I have my ear piercings as well. I used to have a bunch more. I used to have a double eyebrow piercing, a bridge piercing, and a nostril piercing, as well as a dermal. I had to get all of those taken out at different times in my life just because they all got infected or they got keloids or something happened, but I do anticipate getting them all again. I also anticipate one day getting either dahlias or dimples, as well as a Medusa. I also tattoo tour for you guys. I have one right here. This one you can barely see, but it's right here. It's a Medusa head. This guy, this was the very first tattoo I ever did, and is the very first tattoo that artist ever did on anybody ever. So that's really cool. I love that. It's my bestie. I love her so much. But I do anticipate getting one here, more on my arm and more on my leg. So I don't know how many that's gonna come out to. Probably a lot, and it's probably gonna drain my bank account. But right now I can't worry about that. How do you like to dress, and what is your style? I have no clue. I'm gonna be so real with you. I tend to lean towards more alternative looking styles, but I could dress as literally anything at the drop of a hat. Whether it be gyaru, whether it be Lolita, whether it be punk, whether it be cyber goth, anything like that. If I have the accessories for it, I will dress like it if I feel like it. However, I did just recently move and I had to eliminate 90% of my wardrobe. so we'll get there. But yeah, no, I'm pretty open to any kind of clothing style, so like I would be down to try just about anything at least once. What type of music are you into? Okay, so this is gonna sound really cheesy, but I'm into pretty much every type of music. I've not found a genre that I dislike yet, but I typically gravitate towards emo, rock, dad rock, punk, goth, scene, things like that. Just that alternative space of music I tend to gravitate towards. I've also gotten really into EDM and hyperpop. I like regular pop music, I like rap music, I like hip hop, I like all of that stuff, R&B. It's just one of those things where if I find a genre and I've never heard it before, I'll give it a shot. I'm pretty open to music. I will love it. If you give me recommendations, I will listen to it. I'm telling you right now, if you give me music recommendations, I will listen to it. Do you play any games? If so, what's your favorite kinds? No, I don't play games at this current moment in time, but I do have a special love for vintage games, whether it be GameCube, Game Boy, Game Color Advance, Nintendo 64. I have played all of those in my childhood and loved all the games that I played on them. It is a goal of mine to be able to accumulate all of the old systems that I used to play on so that I can have them and then play my old games that I played in childhood again on them once more. That's going to be an expensive endeavor though, so we'll see how that goes. Do you have a bucket list, and have you ever checked anything off of it? So no, I don't have an official bucket list yet. I'm kind of currently working on making one right now for things that I want to do in the future. So obviously I have not checked anything off of it. Was there ever a job or opportunity that you missed out on that you regret missing out on? So yes, actually there was, and I'm so upset about it, right? Okay, so I applied to be an interviewer for a music festival. I was supposed to go around and interview a bunch of festival guests about different things, right? I didn't see the message that they responded back to me with until a day too late, and by the time I went and messaged them back, they'd already found somebody else to fill the position because it ended up in my spam folder, right? And then I come to find out that music festival that person was hiring interviewers for ended up in a Netflix movie, documentary, I don't know, but it was in a Netflix thing. Whoever got it, good for you, you did well. It was. Do you have any bad habits? Yes, okay, I'm guilty of biting my nails. I know, pinworms. Everyone says it, I know. I'm trying, I'm working on stopping. I know I need to stop. I'm trying, please, I'm trying. What's a character trait that you hope people remember or think about you? I really hope that people just think I'm happy. People just think I'm happy and silly all the time. That's what I really hope for. Even if that comes off as annoying sometimes. I would rather be annoying and positive and happy than not. I don't know. What kind of content do you make, and what kind of content do you plan on making in the future? So right now I make a lot of story times, talking videos, meme posts, things of that nature. I will be translating over my talking videos and story times into longer form content for you guys, because I know in my heart and my soul that you will find plenty of these story times entertaining to listen to. A lot of them have to do with relationships, just random things that have happened to me, work stories, things like that. So you guys will definitely find those entertaining, and I will be posting those. But in terms of things that I plan on posting in the future, it would be stuff like trying different things that I've always wanted to try, whether it be electric guitar, learning how to do certain things in music, getting better at sewing, learning how to cosplay, things like that, as well as I'm writing a story right now. It's kind of a long work in the process, so if you guys want updates on that, I would love to give it to you guys. What made you decide to cross-post all your TikTok videos onto other platforms? Because of the TikTok ban. I got a little too emotionally attached to my page, and I was scared that all my videos would just go bye-bye one day because they kept telling me that that's what would happen. So in an effort to preserve the things that I have said and spoken on the internet, I decided to repost them. And now we are here. If you were being swarmed by doves, how many could you beat before they take you out? 2 max. I'm not that strong. I'm not that smart when it comes to fighting off animals. I would shit myself before I could even productively think of a way out of that situation. Survival instincts of a fart, genuinely, when it comes to animals. What's one embarrassing memory you've never forgotten? Okay, this is gonna sound so stupid because it's such a non-issue, and even the guy that I told about this was like, no, that's so funny, but like I never remembered it. I remember it. Okay, it was like 3rd or 4th grade. We were in gym class and we had those little scooters. If you know it, you know it. They're like a little flat square with 4 wheels on each corner, and you use it to sit your butt on and scooter around the gym, right? We were doing an activity with those scooters, and the guy was behind me. He got up to go to the bathroom or something, and as soon as he got up, fell my butt off I slid off the scooter, fell on my butt, and flailed my arms back to try and grab anything for support to not fall. And in my endeavor to grab anything, I smacked this dude straight in his dong. Yeah, and I had a crush on the dude too at the time. I don't know why that lives in my brain, but it will never escape, and I hate it every day that I remember it. Every time that I remember it. The last question on the docket comes from a group of my friends who have not stopped bugging me about this since I ever told them the plot of my story, and that question is when book. And to that I say, I promise you, if I do not get the first few chapters done and given to you guys by the end of the year, you are allowed to, as a group, beat me with pool noodles while I do not fight back. How does that sound? I have a feeling one of you is watching. Anyways, y'all, that concludes this episode's Q&A. I know eventually you guys will have more questions for me as you guys get to know me and as you guys start seeing me on your pages and your recommended feeds more often. So don't be afraid to ask me anything in any one of my random videos. If you want to know information, I will eventually do another Q&A soon, especially as story times come out and you guys get curious about different aspects of my life. Having said that, if you guys are ever interested in seeing any kind of content from me, also please feel free to post those things, post those recommendations in the comments below. Thank you to whoever has watched. I know that I am a nobody. I know that you do not have a reason to care about me, but I felt like I had to promise myself at least this much when I get 100 subscribers, and I appreciate any of you guys who stuck around this long. Thank you. Bye.